Hey, gang! It's 4 o'clock.
Happy Friday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's live from the Kahuna Lair with Mr. and Mrs. Kahuna. She got here sooner than she thought she was going to because the nap wasn't working. You see, when Mrs. Kahuna tells me that she's going to go take a nap, I don't wake her up. You don't wake up the mama bear.
No, it's just not a good plan.
It's not a good plan. No.
I didn't sleep, though.
No, you kind of laid there and
Closed my eyes.
pretended you were sleeping.
I tried to pretend to sleep.
The dog tried to wake you up.
No, the dog... I never fell asleep, so...
Well, yes, but the dog didn't know that.
The dog likes to lay on the bed with me.
Yeah. But it'll try to get your attention, too.
Yes, but sometimes petting the dog is, the rhythmic, petting of the dog.
Kind of settles you down.
Settles me down and makes me, very sleepy. Not that I need any help with sleepiness lately. So do we have any viewers?
At the moment, just our bot.
Who's our bot? What's his name?
Maui.
Maui is our bot. Hello.
Maui the helper. Yeah.
Hello, Maui. Thank you for coming.
Maui's our helper bot, and he's there.
Okay.
So, we're just waiting for people to show up.
Oh, so we're just going to hang?
Yeah, because I know that...
Maybe we should knock on the offspring's door. It is 4 o'clock.
It is indeed.
Casey!
God, here we go.
Casey, it's 4 o'clock!
Now we're going to get the... I know.
No.
This is what it's like having a 17-year-old in the house who decided that they wanted to make their own version of Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Oh! Incoming! I am prepared to be boarded. Join us. Join us, won't you? Look, it's a raid. Maui has told us there's a raid coming in. Welcome, Esong. Welcome, Dragon Love Water. Mrs. Kahuna's here with me. And here comes DM Stretch to join the crew. As is Dinosaur Bob.
Wow. All of a sudden, they all showed up.
Well, yeah.
We had nobody. And now
Esong says hello.
Hello. How can you see that?
I see it right there. It's at the bottom.
Oh, hello. Hello. This is the one screen I can read.
Which one? That one, yeah.
That one. This is actually my second full week of virtual teaching. I don't know that it's been all that successful, but I have tried.
Yeah, you should show the glass.
Oh, yes. Okay, but my fingernails are really ugly because none of the nail salons are open. So here's the glass. Can you read that? Can you read it? Can you guys read that?
For those who can't read it, it says, I teach, therefore I drink. It has been quite the week.
Aaron...
Excuse you, by the way, I make amazing chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
Aloha!
Okay, I'm going to go knock on that door.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to be eating at 7 o'clock tonight.
So, yeah, as I mentioned before, the offspring is supposed to be making Chick-fil-A imitation type sandwiches. We usually eat between 5 and 5:30, and they haven't started preparing dinner yet. So,
yes,
Mrs. Kahuna just went to go on the door to make sure that they were getting up.
They didn't like the reference to me playing Big Ben. They were like, stop.
Oh. Yes, Mrs. Kahuna actually has a student that she has called Big Ben.
Yes, he is very time conscious. Although this is my second year with him. I had him last year, and he was tardy to my class, I would say 40% of the time. But now he is first in the virtual classroom, and he reminds me when we have 10 minutes left, and then 5, and then he gives me a 2-minute warning, and then, he's very time conscious. So yes, I call him Big Ben. And he likes the moniker, so when he shows up, he's like, Big Ben here. Or he's like, Big Ben out.
I like Bob's comment, if you got through it, it was successful.
Hey, you know what? Okay.
She'll go with it.
However, it's not up to me to determine successful. It is up to the powers that be, meaning, the parents who have emailed administration, who have asked for us to
I missed your comment, Esong. What was it?
do stuff.
You said hello. You said congrats on a successful week of virtual teaching.
No one died equals successful.
Successful. Ah, got it. Yeah. Yeah, all right. No one died. Oh, you're right.
Yes, well, if they died, it's on them because I was nowhere near them to use any sort of lethal force.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Student dies. It'd be all over the internet.
It's a little warm in here.
Yeah, because you have the fan pretty much just on you over there.
No, I have it oscillating.
Oh, well, the air conditioner's not really blowing, I don't think.
Oh, I think it just kicked on, maybe.
Well, I think so. Yep, you know what? I feel it. Yep, it's coming. Yes, this is a small little space for two human beings. Let's see. The benefits of virtual, yes. Speaking of which, you can do that in Tabletop Simulator. You can flip a table in Tabletop Simulator. That's pretty hysterical, actually.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just keep enjoying my wine.
Okay, so we do have a raffle going for a sticker, so you know what to do to get into the raffle. I'm also going to start today's poll. And
I have a really good evil eye, and they know it. In fact, my Big Ben child, they were asking about this green screen. How come you have a green screen, Mrs. Kahuna? But that's not what they call me. And I was like, well, because my husband streams. So Big Ben, in my second period class, is like, oh, what's the name of the channel? I'm like, and then he's like, does he have a YouTube? I'm like, well, he streams live and he has a YouTube channel, but I don't know the name of them. Oh, come on. And then he's like, I'm like, and so I just gave him the look, and he's like, uh-oh. Literally, it pops up in chat, uh-oh. And then he says, I typed into chat, David. His name is David. Actual name is David. I'm like, David, get back to work. He's like, I knew that was coming. I saw the look.
See the evil eye. You know, it's like me when I go.
That's not the evil eye. That's the are you effing kidding me?
Well, it is the are the effing kidding me, which is usually right before the evil eye.
Oh, the evil eye is worse.
Yeah, true. I have.
It's rarely directed at. It's rarely directed at me.
This is true.
It is most often directed at the offspring, who still has not left their bedroom to start the chicken sandwiches.
That's okay. Sometimes our students are smart, and other times not so much. Well, I was a student, and yeah, that's probably about right.
Sometimes humans are smart, and sometimes not so much.
Should you say a student's name over the internet?
David is one of the most common names on the planet, and I don't typically use names or genders, actually. When I actually blog about my virtual teaching experiences, and I have deleted or eliminated any reference to male or female. So I use words like student or kiddo or child, and then I use like the gender neutral pronouns just because I don't want to get caught in some sort of issue. And Big Ben happens to be a student who is, they are not in foster care, but they do not live with mom and dad. So my school, for those of you who are in the States, we are almost 80% free and reduced lunch. So we are considered a Title I school. So we have a very low socioeconomic status as far as our clientele go. We run the gamut from the extremely, I shouldn't say extremely, from the upper middle class to the itinerant farm worker families. That's, my school is in an upper class, I would say an upper middle class neighborhood. Wouldn't you say it's in an upper?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But the clientele that is in our that we pull definitely is not, it's not typical of the neighborhood where our school is located. So anyway, you're not here to talk about my school. We're here to talk about
stuff.
Well, writing and world building, and you started to talk about a poll and a raffle, and I interrupted you.
Oh, well.
I'll read through these comments.
Okay, you read through the comments. So I got a raffle going. I saw a few of you already got your tickets.
Yes, it's only one ticket.
It's only one ticket. Yes, I think.
I said yes, therefore it is.
Okay. Well, sometimes they get 3. But anyway, there's also a poll open, and what I'm trying to find out this week is, now that World Anvil SummerCamp is over, and all the streamers that were going on now have kind of shrunk down.
No, I don't use twerp ever. No, and he is not a 504. He does not need a 504. He's a brilliant kid. He does not need any accommodations at all for anything.
So, now that summer camp has slowed down and so has the streaming, what are you guys wanting to see in streams? So, the options in the poll are
I'll be right back.
World Anvil tutorials. So, in other words, how do you... Well, go take... Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back.
Ibuprofen run. World Anvil tutorials. So, do you want to know how to use things on World Anvil? Writing streams and sprints. Is that what you want to see most? Map making. Do you want to see people making maps? Just plain art. Creating, characters, creating backgrounds, whatever. Artwork. Game mastery. Kind of like Ask an Old GM streams. Or something else. So, if you hit poll, so the commands are, you have to hit poll, just like you're all doing, except you have to put in the command after it, which is, if you want
Excuse me.
World Anvil tutorials, then it's poll WA. If you want writing streams, poll write. If you want map making, then map.
Poll map.
Yeah, poll map.
Which is like, oh, Zoe, that's mine.
Quit trying to lick the wine glass. The dog's licking the wine glass.
It's because there's condensation on it. They probably need water.
If you want art, poll art. If you want game mastery, poll GM. Or poll other for something else. And then go ahead and toss that in the stream.
Oh,
what you
look,
want.
someone did it right, because Maui the Helper came up and told us.
Yes, that Dazzly Cat has voted on right. And yes, I can see it on my poll chart here. One person has voted so far. So you got about another 35 minutes here.
It's exclamation point poll, and then the options that Kahuna has told you.
Yeah, and it'll remind you eventually. It has voted on other. Okay, I want to know what other you would like to see.
It says a bit of everything.
A bit of everything. Okay, awesome.
Excuse me. Can I vote multiple times?
I give it a shot. I don't think you can. I don't think you can pad the polls, but try it. Try it. Try a second one. See what happens. I've gotten 2 votes. I don't think it's set up for multiple votes because we don't want to stuff the ballot box. There's a political joke there, and I'm not going to go. Nope, just not going to do it right now. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, I think I see what happened.
What?
So Dazzly had writing streams and then put in WA.
So it flipped it. So whatever your last one is what's going to count.
Right. So you can change your vote.
But you can't vote twice.
But you can't vote for more than one thing. So pick the one you like the most. Because it did flip the vote. I watched it live flip the vote. That was kind of cool, actually. Kind of went.
I'm watching here. You're
watching.
watching.
Yeah, I know. You're watching there.
This is the only screen I can read. I can tell that has blue bars on it, but that's it.
Well, that's kind of it.
What's
Aaron,
GM?
That's game mastery.
Ooh, I don't know anything about that.
Aaron, my mistake. Make it capitals. Because that is what it looks like it's going to go with.
So just yell at us.
Yeah. Realm Strider, thank you for following. Awesome. Another follower has joined. What are we up to? 75. 75 in the Kahuna crew.
That's awesome. Wondering what.
No, use capitals on the GM.
Yeah, yell at us. You have to yell at us or it doesn't register.
Yes.
We are old and getting deaf. Ha.
There it is, Aaron.
Ha.
What is going on?
I
Oh,
don't
there's
know.
another other.
Okay, so what does other mean to those of you who are voting
Oh,
other?
no. Okay, so now you can really yell at us because we're dumb.
Why? What did we do now?
It's not.
No, it's not we. I had nothing to do with this poll.
You spread this disinformation as well.
I spread disinformation. I am so sorry.
It's not exclamation point poll. It's exclamation point vote.
Oh! Exclamation point vote. And then capital letters.
Yeah. My bad. I'm really sorry.
Right now, all we have is other.
Two others.
I would like to know what other means. What does this Q thing do?
Which one?
Now, right there, it says Q.
Oh, it's the Kahuna reads Q. So you have to read the whole thing. They can go in and put in what they want me to read on Sunday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, it happens.
LOL. I am the other half of Darth Nicholas.
Ah!
What? I'm sorry, what does that mean? Like Mrs. Kahuna?
Or Mr.
Or Mr. Kahuna? You're one of a pair?
Bob voted on GM. There we go.
I'm curious. I don't know what... Cool. Yes. Okay, so... Yes? What is yes? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're responding to. I'm talking too much. I'll just be quiet now.
Well, I'll tell you right now, in the lead...
Yes! Mr. and Mr. Awesome! That is
Mr. and
cool.
Mr. That is very cool. Very cool. We were confused.
Husbands, that's awesome.
Perfect.
I have a friend that I worked with back in Arizona at the bookstore. At a bookstore.
That's a great idea, Esong.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And when so I lived in Illinois for a long time. I got my bachelor's degree at a small liberal arts college on the border of Illinois and Iowa. He was from Iowa, and he went to a small liberal arts college just on the Iowa side of the river. So we had a lot to talk about. And I remember talking to him saying, he was talking about how he found this girl attractive and this girl attractive. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to say his name. You know what? I thought, based on the vibe I was getting from you and just things that you say and the way that, you present yourself, and I just assumed that you were into guys. And he's like, everybody assumes that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I just, was my, And next thing I know, I'm out in Arizona. No, I'm out here in California. And he's married to a guy named Ricardo. So I was right.
He wasn't out yet. That's what it was.
No, I don't think that... I think he knew in his head that he was... that he preferred males. I just don't think he was ready to accept it yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think it was that he wasn't out, because now he's out all over the place. I just don't think that he was ready to accept that yet. So.
All right, and I only see 4 of you in the raffle, so make sure you enter the raffle. Exclamation point raffle. That one I know is correct.
Okay, I'm looking. Cool, yes. Mr. and Mr. Husbands, what I'd like to see is ASC prompts that come out once a month that we can work on as a community. What is ASC? Please inform me, because I am not into this whole thing.
Anvil Streaming Core.
Oh, the logo that that Mr. Kahuna created.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
You know what? I like that idea, Yisong. I think now that things are kind of slowing down a little bit, that's probably not a bad idea, as we can come up with
Give me a chance to
a monthly prompt and, create something there. I have no problem doing so.
Sparky the Flying Hippo routine.
Yeah, well, they have to get a hype train going.
What's a hype train?
Hype train is, they hype it up. We've got 12 people on stream. We're not going to hit a Sparky stream today.
Oh. Okay.
To Mrs. Kahuna.
Where? To where? I don't see it. To Mrs. K. Is it a big ego and position in their family? I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. I think it had to do with with some health issues at the time. I think that at the time that I met this person, their their father was going through some heart issues, and I don't think that they were ready to add more stress, I think, into the whole, atmosphere at the time, to just out of love and concern for him. It's about how we were raised to see how we should be. I'm sorry, how we were raised to see how we should be. I'd like to know what you mean by that, because we, Mr. and Mrs. Kahuna, go back into old summer camp prom.
Go back into it. Yeah.
That's something different. Okay. You're having a separate conversation. Okay. Feeling bad that we aren't what our families wanted us to be. Yes, adds stress too. Yeah. Well, I know that his family is very okay. They're still a very close-knit family. I just think that my friend was concerned that Dad may not be as okay if they added one more thing to the plate. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I know. And we actually, Mr. Kahuna's offspring, my step-offspring, they have adopted a gender-neutral name, and they are, is it non-binary? That's the term, correct?
Well, it's non-binary, but also ace.
Okay, so non-binary
Ace.
and ace, and we are totally accepting of that, and we work through many of these issues. After dinner, we'll still be sitting at the table, and we'll be talking about this stuff, and I personally, because I'm an English teacher, a former English teacher. I mean, I still teach English. We all teach English. Any teacher teaches English and reading.
You're squirreling.
Yes, anyway. I had a really hard time at first with the gender-neutral pronouns referring to a singular person. So, they and them, as opposed to he and she, or his and hers. I had a really hard time with that. And I recently, maybe a year and a half ago? Yeah, it was probably about a year and a half ago. One of my fellow English teachers, it came up during a professional development, and she said, now it is totally acceptable, according to the grammar rules, to be using they and them as singular pronouns. And I was like, really? All right then, I'm on board with this. Let me start trying. So I do a better job, I think, than Mr. Kahuna most days at the they and them. I still, I think, have a hard time remembering when they are not in my presence. I refer to them as a she, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, my problem is just 55 years of doing some things one way. So I'm not great at it. I don't have any problem with it. In fact, the funniest thing is Webster's now recognizes the gender-neutral pronouns. What are you doing?
Just letting you know I'm still here. I was reading this, and now I'm good.
Oh. So, I'm not as good at it. I really do try. It's not
You do try.
It's not because I don't want to. It's just habit. It's just habit. And I actually, I just released the first chapter of my serial story online today. I just put it on my World. And one of the characters I am specifically writing as gender neutral.
Wait, I read some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't I read some of that?
You read what will end up being chapter 2.
But I know the character, right?
You do know who the character is. You've read the character.
That's the one who talks a lot, right? Isn't that
talks
the one?
almost nothing.
Oh, then that's not the one I was
That's not the one you're thinking of, no.
It's the opposite one.
Yeah, it's the opposite one.
There's one who talks, all the time.
Yes.
Like me. And then there's one who talks, never.
Never.
Like the offspring.
Yeah. And trying to write gender neutral has been really kind of tricky for me because when I first introduced them, I have to say things like, they were standing in the corner. And to me, that's like, it's a group standing in the corner.
It's hard. It is really hard to wrap your mind around that.
And it's...
When you were, I mean, especially given the fact that you and I are in our 50s. Yes, we're in our 50s.
Like what Mom Strider says, it gets mind jellying. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, go run your errand, but then come back. We'll be here till, what, how long, much longer? Oh, we have 35 more minutes, so hurry up and run your errand.
Yeah, you will talk to us eventually. Besides, you can come back on Sunday when I read.
I won't be here then.
Mrs. Kahuna won't be here, but I'll be reading. I've got 4 stories already, so we're going to have a good stream.
Okay, so update on the chicken sandwiches.
What about the update on chicken sandwiches?
I can hear the meat
Being pounded.
the meat hammer pounding these things thin. My hope is that because they're chicken breasts, they don't end up being stringy because of the pounder.
You know what? You gotta let them make their mistakes.
I am letting them make their mistakes. What's the yay for?
What was the yay?
Hey, Darth.
I can catch up with you.
Bye, Rome. Bye!
Esong's wooting, which I think it was to, I think we can swing the prompt idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm not totally sure how to do it yet because I was thinking, well, I could create a world where we do that.
What? A World Anvil. Okay. Hey, look! Realm Strider. You did awesome with the vote. Because it showed that you actually voted.
Yes, where are we at now on the vote? Let's update that. Anyway, what I was saying was, Esong, I just have to figure out how we do that. I'm not showing. I guess I have to reload this.
Okay, so back to the chicken real quick while he's reloading something.
Okay.
We had to order an item for this meal. Luckily, they let us know far enough ahead of time that they needed this item. So I purchased everything that they required for this meal, except one item. They needed 3 cups of pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Our grocery stores, very difficult to find pickle juice.
You'd have to buy like 17 jars.
And I
of
wasn't
pickles.
about to buy 17 jars of pickles, although I'm guessing the gallon of pickle juice that Mr. Kahuna ordered for the offspring probably cost as much as 17 jars of pickles. Now here's the thing. That pickle juice gets mixed with buttermilk for a marinade. And I'm a little weary of that. You know, the curdling issue, but...
Well, that's the point.
Yes, but, you know...
There are lists of prompts on various world-building websites. Yeah, I think, kind of taking it the next step, Esong, is I think... and this is an idea that did get batted around, and I don't know how we do it. It's also something that is an eventual thing that I'd like to do with my world. But that is create something where there's a prompt or a prompt category even, and start to actually build a collaborative world out of that.
Hey, that's kind of a cool idea where everybody gets to contribute a little something.
Yeah.
Or everybody has one character in the world that they get to write about.
Yeah, but
write into the stories.
But the trick is they have to. How do you make them all fit? And that's where.
It's like Star Trek.
That's where some of us making it, whoever's going to make it work, and I have no problem if Bob wants to help me out with that. We can certainly start something up there.
Q is doing something like that. Who is Q, and why are they awesome?
Quirrillion.
Who?
It's Quirrillion. Quirrillion, actually. Quirrillion.
And who are they?
They're another streamer.
So this person whose name I
awesome.
can't read. I'm going to say it wrong. So you say it.
Kitapoy.
Okay.
Kit.
Kit?
Yeah.
I love collaboration as well because, that's what I do in my classroom.
And they are active in the community and other streamers. Yeah.
How come they're not on this stream? How come they aren't here? Come on! We're awesome!
Kit is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try something.
I'm trying very hard to learn everyone's name and to figure out how to pronounce things. You know who I'm missing? Oh, where's our friend?
Which one? Barbarossa?
No, well him, but the other one whose name I said was right last. Remember, They said I pronounced it right.
Oh,
And then
Edith.
And then there's another one though too.
Dizzy.
No, not Dizzy. Who was the one that I said I would pronounce it this way? And they said, yes, that's the right way.
I don't remember.
I don't either, but they're missing because I would recognize them.
Was it Aaron?
No.
Because we just call her Aaron. It's a learning curve. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not Aaron because Aaron is Aaron. It was like an Ia on it. Remember, it was a longer name and it had 2 vowels in the middle. Anyway.
Not Siobhan.
No, because I know how to pronounce that the 17 different ways it's spelled.
Okay.
Nope, it was not that person either.
Chrysalia. I actually watched Chrysalia's stream this morning. That was just kind of fun. Nope. Not 2 vowels.
2 TWO. Anyway, yes, so ironically,
we got all off
that's
on that
so
one.
funny with the TOO. So a friend of mine posted on Facebook the other day, please write a sentence with homophones. So homophones, are words that are spelled differently but sound the same. So I wrote, I went to TO, the store, to TO, buy, BUY, to TWO, bottles of wine, to, comma, TOO, goodbye, BYE. So I use buy and to. Writing advice. That's writing advice.
It's a teacher thing.
Anyway.
So.
I'm just reading.
Yeah. Esong's telling us move along.
Okay.
Move along.
Okay, so
Thank
what
you,
is
Esong.
Does anyone who's having trouble with their writing and would like some advice?
If you have any issue, go ahead. Otherwise, we're just going to keep rambling because, we have
Because last week,
nothing better to do.
who was it that said I gave some really good advice? Who was that? It's the person who rated you. What's their name?
Sable.
She said that I gave really good writing advice.
I have 7 votes in, just as an update.
So, I'm a former English teacher. I'm good with the writing stuff. So if you need writing advice, now's the time.
And only 7 of you have gone in for the raffle, so come on, get in there.
Yes, we're down for short brainstorming. I'm really good at the brainstorming piece because that's about all I can handle with this virtuality stuff.
Go for it, Bolt. Let's see what Bolt's got.
Bless you! I'm stuck writing my campaign again. Got ideas, but no writing is coming out.
Okay.
So I need to know a little bit more about this campaign. And I need to know about the ideas.
Well, yeah.
What is the difference in function between semicolons? Oh, semicolons you use to combine 2 independent clauses. So if you have two different clauses that could stand alone as a sentence, you can separate them with a semicolon. Okay? Does that help you? Periods end the sentence and a complete thought. If you have 2 related thoughts that can be expressed in 2 separate sentences, you can separate them with a semicolon. Can they give thumbs up, sis?
Yeah, if they use your emotes.
How would you do a chapter that switches point of view between 2 point of view characters that are mentally linked? You need to use, in my opinion, the best way to do that would be to create dialogue, like like a new paragraph each time a new person is speaking, and actually use the quotation marks, because that gives your reader, they know then that you're switching from one mind to another. Because let's say you've got one person that's going on and on, like I have been today, and you're doing multiple paragraphs. You don't use the end quotation marks. You just use the beginning quotation marks at the paragraph, at a new paragraph. And then if you don't have them at the end of a paragraph, it's the same person talking. So when you're switching voices, you use the open quote and the end quote.
And there's a question from Esong. Any advice for making jigsaw activities successful?
For whom? Adults? Children? It makes a difference.
You lost me on jigsaw activities.
I know what jigsaw is. It means that everybody is responsible for a piece of the learning.
Oh, okay.
And they become like an expert. It depends. It depends on kids, if it's kids or if it's adults.
Same question on Chrysalia's stream, but we're interested in your feedback as well. I'm looking for ways to reimagine the glowing mushroom forest trope.
That says taupe. It doesn't say trope.
Yeah, it was trope is what it meant.
Okay. Well, we got a couple questions.
Okay, so answer a question. I'm going to go with that one.
Okay, so I'll answer the jigsaw question.
Okay.
Think of a puzzle, okay? When you have a puzzle, you've got like the 500 pieces, and each puzzle is a piece of the whole. So when you're doing a jigsaw activity, what you're doing is taking usually a long piece of writing or a long article or a long story or a novel even, and you're breaking it up so that each person or group of people is responsible for becoming an expert on one thing. So in my classroom, I teach middle school, so it's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I have done we call it novel in an hour. So each group gets a chapter of a novel, and that group becomes an expert on that chapter. So they can actually tell us the main points, the main details, the key vocabulary words, and what the characters are doing. So then we would present in order. So whoever at chapter 1 goes first, chapter 2 goes next. But you can also do that with a factual article, because, the kids I teach have a hard time digesting long expository text. So I try to break it up into chunks, like the introduction, like part of the body, a second part of the body, a third part of the body, and then the conclusion. So I have 5 groups, and each group becomes an expert on that one specific piece, and then they present out to the whole group. So the whole group doesn't have to read this 6-page article. They just have to read the part they're responsible for and become an expert on that. Then they take notes on the other pieces so they get the main gist. That's what a jigsaw activity is. It's sharing the work. Does that help y'all?
I'm going to go to Bolt's question. So, yeah, the mushroom trope. Okay, so here's the way I break it down. Usually, the mushroom trope reminds me of that one meme you'll see online where there's a cat standing next to... What?
Dinosaur Bob, I obviously write better than you because I can spell.
So, have you seen the meme with the cat sitting there as a beam of light saying, "This cat is going to send me on a side quest"? Okay, that's how I treat the mushroom thing. The mushroom thing to me is like, oh, it's a glowing mushroom. There must be something important about it. You know how I break that trope? It doesn't mean anything. There is nothing about the mushroom that has any interest. Or, go the other route. Why is the mushroom glowing? What caused it to glow? What are the effects of that glow? Instead of making the mushroom the focus, make the effects of it and the cause of it more interesting.
Okay, Dazzly Cat, I'll get to you in a minute.
Okay, cool. So I would go with, yeah, you got a glowing mushroom, but what does it mean? What is the story behind that mushroom? Mushrooms don't just naturally start to glow. There's something else, and I would fill in those details and the possible effects of those details to go forward. Let's see.
Okay, so as far as does it help you differentiate between the telepathy people, you can have one of your characters in italics, like Sable suggests,
Yep.
and then you could have another in your normal text, or you could do like italics and bold or whatever, so that you can differentiate your characters that way.
That's what I was going to suggest, is using different typefaces or different type styles. Another way that you can break it up is, if it's in writing, you can try different margins, so you can see the margins. You can see the difference in how the two are speaking compared to everything around them.
Okay, Dragon Love Water is leaving. They're going to another stream.
Well,
We'll miss you.
bye, Dragon.
We'll miss you. We won't hold it against you that you're leaving us.
Mm-mm.
Come back.
We'll be sad.
Come back soon. Mwah, bye.
We are dorks.
I'm
God, we are dorks.
I've gone below the red glitter. I need ice. I'll be right back.
She needs more wine.
And ice.
So it's just me for the moment. Bye, Dragon. You don't need to carry me? I'm doing like 30 hours on stream now per week, and she's carrying me. Awesome. I've created a monster. So you can pop over another stream by Dragon. Yeah, I think the mushroom trope is, break it up. Figure out something else that's special about it, not just, oh, look, magic mushroom, jump on it. I'd be careful about shifting the point of view completely if you are able to pull it off and keep the audience with them. Yeah, I mean, one thing I would think of, if you've got two people who are basically connected mentally, I would be very careful about making them too different. They should have their own characteristics. For example, you can use, and this one's kind of tropey, but you can use the one's the good guy, one's the bad guy, the angel and the devil on their shoulder kind of thing. You can do that. But somewhere in the middle, they have to be alike. They have to be, if you're going to make them different, then at the most make them two sides of the same coin. Okay? So that when you are telling the story, you can believe either one of them, that they're both tied together in some way. They both differ as well. If you've ever known twins, you'll know the twins, they can be identical twins. And in a lot of things, they will seem very similar, and yet there will be places where they are worlds apart. But they always have connections between the two of them. So that would be the one thing I would watch if you're doing that mental connection. Make sure there is enough connection between them, enough similarity that you can say, yes, they are melded here, and then the differences between them.
Apparently, Maui has said the raffle's over.
You can no longer enter the raffle.
Okay, now, be careful about shifting the POV completely. If you are able to pull it off and keep the audience with them. I think I need to respectfully disagree with the point of view thing. Because I think that anyone who is really interested in the story is going to suck it up. They're going to be all about it. So I also think, though, it depends on the age of the people reading the article / story / chapter, whatever it is. Like the 3 asterisks. Yeah. Occasionally have the thoughts of one character overlap the other, but focus on the one who has the most important actions going on at the moment. I have an example I can show you something. Yeah, and I've also seen, Sable, that's really good advice, but one thing I've seen, which was kind of freaky, one whole chapter of something that I read at some point in time in my life, it was actually both of the characters that were speaking at the same time. They were trying to come up with a solution, and it was like every other word. It was like they were, like, like Leo, like Mr. Kahuna was just saying, sorry, I said your name. Like Kahuna was saying, twins have that kind of symbiotic relationship in some ways, and it was weird to read it because it was like character 1, character 2, character 1, character 2, and it was every other word. So it was like italics, underline, and it was kind of cool to see how those two characters meld together and how they share those thoughts. So it all kind of depends on where you are in the story.
Another thing you can do, because I see up there that, Daz, you said it's a master familiar situation. This is actually one way you can do it that I think works. If you establish early on that they are mentally connected...
Darth Nicholas showed up.
Hey, Darth. If you establish early on that they are mentally connected, you can do it by speech pattern. So in other words, instead of like the twins model of it, they're speaking, but a familiar is likely not going to speak the same way as the master.
True.
So you can actually have them...
Different speech patterns
based on their communication between each other, and you can see that that's happening. You've established they're in different locations, and you've established the speech pattern when they communicate with each other, so when they do communicate, it's easy to see who it is. The other advantage of this is if you want a surprise later, one hasn't heard from the other. movie-wise, what comes to mind is Avengers Endgame with the line that everybody was waiting for. On your left. These guys have been gone. You don't, and all of a sudden you hear that one phrase that tells you this is somebody that's back. You can do the same thing here. You have one voice, and this person has been talking, and they're not getting anything from the other person. Nothing happens, and then at a crucial moment, a speech pattern comes in that you recognize from earlier, and you realize the other one has come back into the thought pattern.
Hey, Darth Nicholas, I love when it's quiet inside. Just saying. Totally off topic of what he's talking about, but hey.
Quiet inside.
He said, I don't have to go, and I made the kids go play outside, so it's quiet in here. I can tell you, I live for those 17 seconds of quiet.
Okay, except if we have to get the offspring out of their room for something, this one wants me to yell up from downstairs to the bedroom, and it's like, no!
Okay, well, hold on. You need to explain why. First of all, Offspring has a smartphone. Offspring leaves smartphone on silent mode, so texting Offspring does not always garner a response. Emailing Offspring definitely does not garner a response. Knocking on Offspring's door requires someone coming up the effing stairs.
I'd rather do that than yell.
I would not, because I'm the one who typically goes up and down the stairs more often than you.
I like it quiet.
I love it quiet.
We have Google Home Minis, and we broadcast from our room all over that.
Yeah, so do we.
We've done that.
But I hate them.
Did we miss any questions?
I don't know, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Sable, you said neat idea. I want to know what you were referring to when it came to neat idea.
What you did there, Dorothy. Let's see, kicks off Realm.
Okay, so Maui is like the one thing that's up there. E-Song voted. Google Home Minis. Empty large Coke bottle on the door. Soon get a response. Can you explain?
As in, bonk, 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 bonk.
Ah, yes. Well,
You know what works better? Coke bottle full of nuts and bolts.
or pennies,
But that scares the crap out of the dog.
which is part of the reason why we do it.
Yeah.
Oh, the alternating thought patterns, speech patterns. Might use that sometime. Oh, cool. Was that my idea?
That was yours. We were talking about the
I was
italic.
Oh.
Italic. Yeah.
You know what? I really want to become a university professor, but I need to get my PhD. And at the current moment, the PhD is a little bit out of the budget. I would love to teach, even at a community college. I would love to teach college. I love teaching my middle schoolers. I really do. They're fun. And the middle schoolers are the ones that are finally starting to understand sarcasm and play, puns and stuff like that. It's really fun. But I really want to teach college.
So, if you want to help out, Mrs. Kahuna, tell your friends to subscribe.
Okay, so tell your friends to subscribe so I can start my PhD.
There you go.
LOL.
Kid.
Yes, well, see, the problem is Mr. Kahuna is not online with the phone bill all that often. I know that when we had Verizon, which I had, we could do that. I don't know how it works with this new one.
We can't.
When looking
really.
at someone's world-building project, which elements are you most interested to see? Okay,
Ooh.
Can I tell you, for me,
Go ahead.
because I'm not a world builder, I'm just a person. In fact, I don't even look at worlds all that often. But for me, I want it to be easy to understand. I don't want to have to click on 17 things in order to figure out what I want to know. So that's coming from a layperson.
Okay, and you know what? I kind of agree with it in the sense that you need when you're looking at
and pictures, because 97% of the population they are visual learners, so you need lots of pictures. I'm done.
Sure.
For now.
Okay.
I'll just sip some more.
I will agree that if I want to read a story, I'm going to read a story. But in a world, I don't want to have to click too much, so give me enough information to understand. And if I want to go deeper, I can. but give me enough to do that. So shorter articles where I can quickly find the information I'm looking for. I think graphics and art are important, but not necessary. They're not.
The way he said that, you think he's the one been drinking the wine.
Well, I was going to say not necessarily, but
Sure.
it's not necessary to have the art. It's really helpful, though. Also, it needs to be consistent. That's what I look for in a world. When I'm reading, I want consistency in it. So I don't care if it's consistent with our real world. I care whether it's consistent within its own world.
So, Songbird says that everything, all the information, relevant information should be in the article. I don't even want to see the article at this point. If I'm looking at a brand new world, I want to see like an abstract at first. I just want like this much.
Sure.
5 to 7 sentences that are going to hook my butt into this new world.
Yeah, they want to pull you in.
Which is kind of what I tell my students too. Your introduction needs to be phenomenal in fiction, because if it's not, you're going to lose 97% of your audience.
Yeah.
How would you define that consistency? What would be an example of breaking such consistency?
Okay.
That's to you, because
yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Surprise. If you...
I was sipping.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so let me give you an example of the consistency. Your planet, your world, uses magic. Okay. And magic is based on some type of mana, where it's materials based. They have to consume potions. They need materials to cast spells. It is not simply an internal energy. If you suddenly have someone who pops up in that world who can cast spells without having anything, just out of the ether, you've broken consistency. It doesn't mean you can't. As I always say, your world, your rules. But there better be a darn good reason why that person can break the rules. It needs to be internally consistent for your reader to follow it. Otherwise, they're like, eh. Another great one is, everybody knows what the big bad guy is going to be, right? Your big bad evil guy, your BBEG, right?
Oh, that feels so much better.
Well, the thing is that if you create a big bad evil guy that no one can beat, where's your story?
Yeah, because that's boring.
Where's
your
story?
He wins every time.
He wins every time. Oh, he's got some incredible weakness that they're going to have to find out.
Like an Achilles heel.
Okay.
Let's go all the way back to ancient Greece.
Great. Now think about it. Realistically, if the guy knows he's got an Achilles heel, do you think he's going to protect that first and foremost? Okay? If there's got to be consistency. A guy who knows if you cut his Achilles, he's done for the day, is going to protect that, and because he knows that's what it is. That's going to be the first thing he has protected. So you can make that a weakness, but you better darn well have him protecting it, because he knows that's his weakness. Most big bad guys know their weaknesses.
Okay, most normal guys know their weaknesses. They just don't admit to them.
Well, yeah. Straying. Squirrel. Come on back.
I was thinking, you were talking about weaknesses, and the first thing that came to my mind was that video you showed me yesterday of that picture.
Oh. In case you don't know what we're talking about, there was a picture for
It was ugly.
Philadelphia Phillies he threw a pitch, line drive right back at him, and got him in the junk. It was ugly. It was cringe. Big cringe.
Okay, here.
Now that we brought that in. What comes to me at breaking consistency? Original Star Wars movie had the big ships unable to hit the small X-Wing fighters. Yeah. It's what let the rebels destroy the Death Star. Last trilogy, the big ship could destroy planets and small ships and entire fleet at the same time. Okay. Now, that's not necessarily inconsistent. If you think about
that's probably evolution.
That was probably evolution, right? They figured out in the first one that
I cast Bolt. We won't be here for very much longer, but you're welcome to come back next Friday. I'll be here next Friday. He'll be here Sunday reading, and then he's here Tuesday.
And then I'll be here for Kahuna Quiet all week.
Kahuna Quiet because he can't talk when I'm online with my kids.
That's right.
Bye, Bolt.
So Esong, I would say
bye to Bolt.
Bye, Bolt. I would say that you can use that it's consistent in that they grew through it. They got attacked in the first trilogy by these little ships that the big ships couldn't hit, and then realized that's a flaw. They need to upgrade their ships. So I can kind of see that. I don't see that as much of a consistency.
Inconsistency.
Is it, a consistency problem.
Oh, okay.
Now, there's plenty of other stuff you can do as inconsistent. Why, if Luke has only aged 17 years between, 17 to 18 years between the first trilogy and the second trilogy.
I have an answer for this already.
Or, I should say episode 3 and episode 4. If he aged 18 years, why did Obi-Wan age like 40?
I will tell you why. Because using the Force for good sucks energy out of you, so you age faster. Yeah. That is why. Don't even. No,
it's inconsistent. You're trying to cover a plot hole.
So, part of my lettering came off. So now I don't drink. I de-pink. See? There's no little... I de-pink.
She de-pinks.
Oh, man. I need a new one of these now.
Ravnica World has no table of contents. I'm confused.
What is Ravnica World?
That's his world.
Oh. How are you confused? What do you mean?
Because he has no table of contents. The contents went away.
Well, where did it go?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't know either. So I am not the technological guru. You are looking at him right here. This man figured out why my kids couldn't post on Padlet in like 37 seconds flat, and I was like, oh! And it was awesome.
And emailed it to her.
Yes.
Because, again, I couldn't talk. All right, we're getting close to the end of the stream.
Wait a minute.
What?
Today, he was leaving to go run an errand, which turned out to be a cluster F. And he gave me a kiss goodbye. So Big Ben, those of you who were here in the beginning, was like, is that Mr. And I'm like, yes. Oh, I never seen him before. I'm like, dude, you were my student last year. There's about 17 pictures of him in my classroom. Where have you been?
Observant kid.
My Darmoria does, but Ravnica doesn't. What am I doing wrong?
I'm wondering...
That's a question for you.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it has to do... check your homepage settings, because there is a checkbox for show table of contents.
So I'm going to bring this up real quick.
Yeah.
The Offspring is nowhere near ready to serve dinner at the current moment, so we can stay a little longer if we need to.
All right.
If we need to.
All right.
If people are enjoying this and they want to hear us banter with each other.
Yeah, I don't know if the next stream is up yet. It's Roll Society, so I don't know if they're up yet.
And what time do they go up?
Well...
Oh, Jesus! It says they're on till 4 a.m.
Yeah, well, that's GMT.
What does that mean? Oh, Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah, so they start
picking that up.
They start now. This is now.
Oh, well.
And then they go to, so that'd be another 5 hours.
Okay.
4 hours.
Well.
So, but they start
you can
late
make a choice.
lot.
You can make a choice.
Sure, if you want to go to Roll Society, go to Roll Society, or we'll be here for a little
hang out for a little while longer. Do I need categories?
You might. You might need categories for it to start filling it in.
I have a question, Mr. Stretch. What does the DM in front of Stretch stand for?
I think we established in another stream that he's tall.
What does DM have to do with tall?
Dungeon Master. Stretch.
I love watching you two. The chemistry and banter is epic. You know, we have a lot of people say that. And honestly, okay, so Dungeon Master. Okay, thank you for sharing. So, I don't know, have you told them about your health history?
No.
Oh,
not much, really.
Okay, so Kahuna has had a triple bypass. And when he was in the hospital, we try very hard to make the best of these hospital stays. So we banter with each other like this to make the time pass in those situations, and it's become a habit of ours. We love each other very, very much, and it's just fun. We like to have fun together. And because we are not all that wealthy, our fun needs to come in different ways. So we joke around with each other, and we poke fun at each other, and we laugh. But it is all very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very copacetic with us. And we really enjoy each other's company.
We never dig maliciously. We pick on each other, but we never dig maliciously.
No,
That's
not
fun.
ever. And in fact, we are rarely pissy with each other. It takes something really effing big to pull out the pissy.
Yeah, it's gotta get huge. So Scribe is Esong's partner.
Okay.
No, Esong if it's partner or husband. So I'm just gonna call it partner till you say different.
Scribe thinks you would
We should be cartoon characters.
Oh my gosh! If there is someone out there, okay, wait, better story. Cartoon characters, yes. So when I lived in Arizona, my mother worked at the same school as me. My mother and I are like oil and water.
No. You guys are more like Flame and Napalm.
Yes, we're like Flame and Napalm. Then there's my youngest daughter, who just sucks the energy and oxygen out of the atmosphere.
She's a great
awesome.
Kid, but
high energy.
She's like the Energizer Bunny on steroids. It just...
So there's the three of us, because, my daughter used to come and help me out at school all the time. And our assistant principal was really good friends with my mom and with me.
You.
Me. And his running joke with me was, the three of you, the shit, and I'm sorry, I know it's a family-friendly stream, but I gotta say it. The shit that you guys do is so effing funny that we could make a sitcom out of it. And we would make millions of dollars. But we never did it. So...
I don't think...
I'm good with a cartoon.
I think if we wrote down the stuff that goes on daily around here...
Some of you would be like...
Nobody'd buy it. They'd be like,
you can't... Okay, that's part of my blogging. My blog is Adventures in Virtuality. The tagline is, you just can't make this stuff up.
No. So, yeah, that was like the mom who unfortunately found out today that her student had not...
been in my class for 4 days.
Been in class for 4 days. And Mom had no idea. I was on the other side of the green screen when I heard it.
So, eSongbird24601. Does Scribe do cartoons? Because if they do, we'd be willing to contribute our likenesses and our stories for a kickback.
I'm telling you, she's looking to pay for that higher education.
I really want to get my PhD. LOL.
All right. Before I forget it and before we go off stream.
Okay, so DM Stretch said that they did need categories. Okay, awesome. We're happy that we were able to help.
We have all...
Not we, but, the collective we.
The collective we, and we have all learned. Before I forget anything, first off...
Oh, Aaron was the one who said, yes, you do need categories. Way to go, Aaron!
Golf clap. Again, before I forget. First, let's give you the results of the poll.
Results of the poll, then we'll tell you who won this awesome sticker.
So,
by the way, we're going to redesign stickers for the Friday raffle.
Yes. Mrs. Kahuna wants a Mr. and Mrs. Kahuna sticker.
So if you win the Friday raffle, you will get a Mr. and Mrs. Kahuna sticker. Because I'm so cute.
Not this week. Not this week.
Not this week. Not this week.
This
but
week it's
soon.
just my mug this week.
This week it's the... But I had a hand in that because I did take the photo that was made into the sticker. And the mug.
The Kahuna the Elder one?
I took the photo. You were sitting on the red couch downstairs. And I took the photo.
It was a selfie. I have it on my phone still.
Okay, well, let me go look at the sticker.
I had one right here.
No, absolutely not. I took this picture.
That is my shoulder holding the phone.
No, I took this picture. I took this picture. He was sitting on the red love seat, and he said, I need a picture of myself so that I can make a profile picture. And he did this, and I took the effing picture. I took the picture. Give credit where credit is due, my love.
Back to the poll. So we had one vote for World Anvil tutorials.
Oh, well.
I guess you guys really don't want to see that. We had no votes for writing streams.
Oh, that's me.
No vote for map making.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
No vote for art.
Well, I suck at that.
2 votes for game mastery. 4 votes for other.
Okay, so other looks like the winner.
Other is the winner.
I would like for you all who are still here on the stream, tell us what other means to you.
Okay.
Like in a stream, not like other means something not of the same thing. I mean, I know what the word other means.
So that's that part. The other thing I got to do. What?
Why are you dying, Dazzly Cat?
Laughing.
It's because
I am dying. Laughing my off.
it's because I'm right.
No.
Yes. Is it because I'm right? Other people's mix of everything.
Giveaway. All right. So we had 9.
So those of you who entered the raffle get to have a 3x3 sticker of Kahuna the Elder, whose photo was taken by me.
No.
How soon you forget.
All right. Time to pick the winner. Here we go with the raffle part.
If you win, Dazzly Cat, we'll make sure to let you know.
Here we go.
Double the Kahuna.
And the winner is Dragon Love Water.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Did Dragon Love Water
did
leave?
they go somewhere? That's okay. They still will win.
They still will win. They get it. They get it. It's assigned. And off they go. Dragon Love Water gets a sticker.
And it looks just like this.
It looks just like that.
Just like this.
Here we go.
Which is the picture
Here we
that
go.
I took using their phone while they were sitting on the red love seat in the sitting room in front of the fireplace with their glasses down on the tip of their nose.
Knew it was coming.
I'm predictable in some ways.
More than you think.
Woot! Okay, the offspring hates when I say woot.
Yeah. Which
Because I
means
usually do woot woot!
which means she does it even more often.
Because, gotta get under their skin.
Well, yeah, they're 17. I mean,
It's part of my job.
some of those stories.
It's my job as a stepmother.
At some point
the evil stepmother.
She doesn't think you're evil, but she does think you're a stepmother.
There are days where they think I am evil.
I think they're off of the stream right now. Yeah,
That's okay,
they should
we'll
have
take care
gotten.
of it.
They should have gotten a message. If not, we'll take care of it. But yeah, they should have gotten a message. So next time they get on, they should be able to get it.
So who just wants to talk about stuff? Let us know. Post something in the chat here.
We're killing time till dinner's ready.
If you can't torment your... Yeah, right. Other, mix it up. Good. Yeah, didn't Dragon go to... I don't remember.
Yeah, I think this sends it also as a whisper. I don't know for sure, but I think it sends it as a whisper, so they should know.
I don't know.
If not, we'll take care of it.
What's a whisper?
It's a message that's not in the chat.
Oh.
So it's a whisper. Yeah.
Like a careless whisper? Like...
Oh, forget it.
Don't even...
I can't do that high anymore. I can't do high notes anymore.
GM advice. What's GM advice?
On the other...
As a topic to talk about, Wilk, you...
Well, while we're killing time... Okay.
Oh, what is GM advice? Please tell me.
Game Master advice.
What is back? Oh! Dazzly Cat is back. You didn't miss anything.
Nothing.
You didn't win.
You didn't win this raffle.
And you didn't win... Oh, tell us what other means to you as far as streaming goes.
Right.
That's probably the only thing that we need your response for that you missed.
I need to hydrate.
Here, have some wine.
No.
LOL okay. I'm sorry you didn't win, but let me remind you, Dazzly Cat, that this photo that is on this sticker was a photo that I took. I took it with his phone. He was sitting on the red love seat in the sitting room in front of the fireplace when I took it. And mix of all options we voted on. Other equals double Kahuna. You mean double him or double Kahuna?
Yes. Is it Kahunas or Kahuna? I don't even know if that's a sign language thing. I just kind of go, so sultry.
I'm a little concerned.
Were you sultry?
Me? No.
No?
You were whispering weird.
Oh. Kahunas.
Kahunas. Oh, us.
Kahunas.
So you like us, huh? It's not sign language, but it was fun.
You're encouraging her. You realize that. You're encouraging her.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, she didn't want to be on camera. Am I right?
Yeah, that is true.
That's
but
okay.
now, and see, look, I'm looking right at the red dot.
You're doing better.
I'm getting so used to this now because I'm virtually teaching 5 days a week. I have learned how to, like, I'm looking at you, but I know that all of my people in my Google Meet are up here. So I can, like, look up and see who's doing stupid stuff. I had a Pink Panther, a stuffed Pink Panther on camera today. I'm trying to know what else did I have on my. What else did you hear today?
I heard a lot of turn your mic off.
Yeah,
turn your mic off. Turn your mic. No, turn your mic off. I think there was one class where where every student had their mic on.
Well,
no, not mic on. I need to see your face.
Yes,
I need to see. I need to see your face. I need to see your face.
So our administration has decided that at the beginning of class, we need to see every student's face instead of just their, Darth Vader icon. So I have to ask, can I see your face? Can I see your face? Can I see your face? So-and-so, I can't see your face. So they'll pop on for a minute. And I had one kid who popped on, and I swear, it looked like mud. Like they had, licked their finger and got right on the camera. I couldn't tell what they were, who they were. What is that?
Bolt, has a cat taken over your keyboard?
It's a bunch of square brackety things.
Right square bracket.
Which you use inside of parentheses when you're just giving another thought that is unrelated. I remember dog went out just in time. Storm? Okay, so Dazzly Cat, where do you live? Because...
Oh, and yes, Esong, it is Google Meets.
Yes, Google Meets. So my daughter, who by the way is getting married in March, lives in the Phoenix area, and I was on the phone with her on Tuesday, and she's like, "Mom, I gotta go. It's like a horrible storm." I'm like, "That means you can't talk on the phone." Oh, Michigan UP, I've been there. You're a Youper.
It's a Youper. Google Meet.
Well, they are used to wrap code, but they're also used in actual writing. Google Meets needs a mute participant. It does have a mute participants option. It does. Yes, you are. Hey, Fago Pop.
Pop.
And pasties. I make pasties, and I'm good at them. So, I can't remember the city, but it's the something... You don't know about pasties?
Pasties. Oh, you got it.
Yum. Oh, yum.
Oh.
Fago Pop. Oh my God, it's amazing. There is, I think it's Bell Inn or Bell something Inn. It's in the Yoop, and they have this awesome spaghetti that is like different bell peppers with very little tomato sauce. Oh my God, it's so good.
Esong, you and Scribe are Chicago, right?
Does Google Meets have breakout rooms too? They don't have them yet, but they are working on them, and they're supposed to be live by the end of September, which will be like awesome. Who's from Chicago?
I think it's Esong and Scribe are Chicago.
Are you seriously from Chicago? Please say yes. Chicago area. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. I was born in Chicago at St. Mary of Nazareth Hospital, North Side. Then we moved to Elk Grove Village, but I was in District 54, so I was on the Schaumburg School District. Lived there. Then I moved to Prairie View. From there, I moved to Gurnee, Illinois, and then I moved to Arizona.
Esong is also a teacher.
E-Song, where do you teach? I'm looking for your response.
For those of the rest of you, we're still waiting to see what you think other streams should be.
They said other, which is a combination of everything.
No, I know. Well, okay. And apparently, the Kahunas.
That's us.
That's us. See, we do love each other.
I have friends. I have lots
Pinot?
of teacher. No, I hate Pinot. I don't even know.
Pinot Grigio?
No, not Pinot. You said Pinot. Pinot to me is Pinot Noir.
Oh,
Pinot
no.
Grigio
Pinot Grigio?
is Pinot. Yes.
Okay.
Ew. I'll PM in Discord. Okay, please, yes, because I would like to know where you teach. Pull up your Discord so I can see where they teach. Oh, come on.
What?
Public displays of affection. Ew. Are you a teenager or what?
I have my Discord up just in case.
Okay, so the Discord's up so you can PM in Discord so I can know where you teach. I have friends who teach in, like, rural areas. I also have friends who teach in Chicago, well, not Chicago public schools, but in the close area around Chicago. So, E-Song, are you a pizza fan? Because if you are, I need to know.
Oh no, we're going to start the pizza discussion.
I need to know what kind.
We had one of those on stream a couple days ago.
Pizza?
Pizza.
Discussion? Or
It was a
pizza you
discussion.
ate it?
No, pizza discussion.
Oh. And who?
Yeah, Bob. RPG Dinosaur Bob.
Yes. Well, he's here, or he
Yeah,
was here.
he's New York.
Deep dish? Okay. Pizzeria Uno? Lou Malnati's? Which one? Because I like both. I love the cracker thin. Only definition. No. Village Inn in Skokie. Oh, or Evanston. It's Evanston or Skokie. Village Inn. Not the chain. They have the best. Paper thin. Like cracker crust. Oh, to die for.
Hi.
I also like oregano's.
Still here.
I have to go now, so you got DM Stretch. Bye.
Bye, Stretch. Thank you for coming.
We love you.
And Bolt just got back.
Bolt's back. I thought you said you were going to be gone. Who? Us?
Apparently, dinner's not ready yet, so.
We're going to hang out until dinner is ready to be served, because
There's what Bob says about deep
it's
dish.
good food. It's not pizza.
So he says about deep dish.
You know what? I can go both. Okay, I can totally go both,
All
but
the stuff is knocked over.
I'll have to check it out.
Well, all your
What
stuff.
stuff?
Well, remember when we saw the
The cat.
I guessed it right.
He guessed
Yes.
it was a cat.
Yes, I said cat hit the keyboard.
Mention deep dish. Summon what's RPB? Summon RPB.
That's RPG Dinosaur Bob.
Oh, mention deep dish. I get it.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little behind.
It's like, saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
Good food. No. One of the.
I guessed cat.
Okay, you did. But you know what? I see this RPB, and the first thing that comes to my head is RGB.
Don't get political. This is not a political
Oh
stream.
dear, did you ever produce? We kind of did. Sort of, maybe.
Not really.
No.
No.
I'm trying to type fast to compensate for lag, and it means that my fingers aren't. Hey, totally understand. Oh, you may have missed. Did you miss the little thing coming off my R in drink? Because now it says I de-pink. I de-pink. I don't even know what that is.
This is my life.
You love me.
I do.
Burn the keyboard with your fast typing.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of is a funny thing. I can give you a story if you want to hear just a stupid story. So, I've been teaching for a while. And I used to be an administrative assistant. So, I'm really good at the keyboarding thing. And I don't even need to look. So, I'm in class and all my kids are working. And I'm typing what I need to type. And I'm looking around at all my kids. And they're like, that is freaky. I'm like, what? They're like, you can type without looking at the keyboard? I'm like, yeah, and I do it all the time just so I can keep an eye on you. So, he seems to only know how to communicate with Brett. No, I think that was the cat. Hey, what's the cat's name?
It does. The cat only communicates
Have
with
you ever had
brackets.
Chicago pizza and oven grinder? Not traditional, but the best pizza I honestly, I have not. I left Chicago in 2000. I haven't, and I've only been back a couple times since then, so I can't say I've had that. I may have completely worn off my letter N from my new keyboard because of summer camp. Bowser. What's Bowser? Oh, Bowser is the cat's name. Got it.
If there's a key that's been worn out from summer
he has
camp.
2 cats. Nukem.
Nukem.
That's what that's what my step offspring does to popcorn.
Hold up, a different issue.
Nukes them.
Yeah.
When you come back,
the key that wore out during summer camp for me was delete and backspace.
So we are planning on coming back to Chicago at some point soon. My father's getting up there in age, and I'd like to come back and see him again soon.
The N is worn because of the fingernail. Ooh.
Well, see, I have ugly fingernails right now because all of the salons in California are closed.
I have no fingernails. I never have fingernails.
Yes,
I never pretended to have fingernails.
You're a boy. We will let you know when we come. Maybe we can meet up for cocktails.
Or pizza.
And I can maybe change this from D-Pink to drink. No guarantees, but we will let you know when we head to Chicago. If anybody heads out here to California, let us know, because we would meet up with you. Okay, gonna
60-mile-an-hour winds and hail.
It's a proper cue. Ooh.
That's Dazzly up in the UP.
UP. What time are you streaming on Sunday? All streams for the Kahuna begin at 4 p.m.
Except for Kahuna Quiet, which
Kahuna Quiet is any time during the business day.
Yeah, pretty much. It's usually from 8 a.m. to
We're in the Inland Empire. We're near Riverside, but we're also not far from OC, Orange County. So,
40 to 50 miles east of LA.
Yes, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
Which I have no idea what it is GMT.
GMT would be 11 o'clock.
PM?
PM.
Okay, it's 11 p.m. GMT. And it's 7 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Central.
Yes, I know this because of hockey.
5 p.m. Mountain.
I know this because of hockey. By the way, my poor Blackhawks, they died a slow death. CST.
Last night was not slow. Last night was brutal.
Okay.
Or the night before.
Okay, so
Central. That's Chicago.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kuhn, but I won't visit USA until January. Hey, we're still here. We'll be here.
They're in Canada.
That's okay. We'll be here in the USA.
Yeah, we can't leave, apparently.
I lived on Monterey.
We're kind of stuck in the USA.
We were in Monterey at the beginning of June. We did the 24-mile drive?
17.
17-mile drive. We did the 17-mile drive in Monterey.
It's actually Carmel.
Okay, Carmel. Well, they were in Monterey.
Yeah, well, which we were in Monterey for dinner.
We went to Monterey for dinner, and we were at some fish place.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the place.
It'll come to me. 17-mile drive. Yes, it was. I'm out. See you on Sunday. Bye.
Well, thanks for coming.
Bye. See ya.
Give the cats a scratch.
Probably on Cannery Road. It was. And it was Pasta Isabella was what I had.
But that's not the name of the place.
No, but it's a specialty of that place.
Yeah, it was
something fish.
Fish Grotto, wasn't there? Or some Fish Grotto?
No, fish. I can't remember.
You used to work at the aquarium. Great place.
Hey, we were right down the street from the aquarium.
When we went, it was after they'd started closing everything. So
yeah, we were there in June, so it was still coronavirus closed.
Aquarium was closed. The big hotel right there on Cannery Row was closed. Well, the lobby was closed.
We were able to go to the olive oil place though.
Yeah, the olive oil place was open.
Yeah, and it's not Bubba Gump. We were not at Bubba Gump.
No.
It was right down the street from Bubba Gump.
I'm going to have to look now.
Yeah, look now. Old Fisherman's Grotto? No. That was not it. I'll recognize it if someone says it.
I'm telling you, I said Grotto.
That wasn't it.
All right, let's see here.
It was like a last name.
Monterey. Whoops. I have to type it right. You keep going.
It was a last name, and so I am... Watch an ad. Oh, have fun. Be back. We'll be here. It was down near Canterbury Row.
I know.
Nope.
Fish hopper.
It was the fish hopper! It was the fish hopper!
Yeah.
So,
Fish hopper.
when Songbird 24601 comes back, we need to make sure we let them know. It was called the fish hopper.
It's not 24601. That's wrong. Oh, we froze.
What?
Hang on.
Just saying.
Yeah, okay, God, all right, fine. Then that brought on it. Hang on, I gotta make sure this, I gotta reset the camera. Hang on a second.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it was the fish hopper. Pasta Isabella.
Properties.
So, I am a recent, Ambrosia's amazing. I have to go be careful with Indian food. I have an extremely sensitive stomach, and heartburn is a major issue for me. But I am a recent convert to certain types of seafood. It has taken me 50 plus years to like seafood. I now eat shrimp. What happened?
Our camera kind of choked for a minute.
Our camera choked, guys. We're coming back, I promise.
Let's see.
Can they hear us?
They can hear us.
You guys can hear us. That's good.
Let's go to that one.
That one?
We're not there either.
I like that one. How come we're not there?
I don't know.
There's our frame.
Yeah.
What's wrong with our camera?
Not sure.
Panic.
No.
We're not panicking.
I don't
We're
panic.
still hanging with you guys.
Yeah, we're here.
This is what happens to me. Audio is fine. Video is hosed. Well.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
he figured it out.
No, I know what to do now, though.
Oh, well, we're hitting the activate button.
No, that's not it.
No, it's not the activate button.
It's the... Go.
He turned it off.
You should be able to hear us now.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me? LOL. Yes, Dazzly Cat, it is funny. Damn has an N on the end, Aaron.
Really?
Welcome back. Yay, voices.
You're going to be the grammar Nazi
I am. Hey,
on chat?
do not say that because I am not anywhere near
right.
near that thing.
You're not. You're
I
right.
am particular about grammar, and I make my students follow grammar rules. I really believe it's important because if you are going to send an email to someone with the word gonna, Gonna,
Oh, yeah.
you got a problem. Grammar Angel. Oh, I love you. I'm going to have to call myself that from now on. I'm the Grammar Angel. And you know what? My halo is blinding.
Your halo is blinding.
Oh, look! It's a referee. That's a football. That's touchdown. Dazzly Cat, that's a touchdown.
Wow, this is like totally like...
Football.
Camera just came. Camera
Is
on,
my
camera
sport.
off. It doesn't know what it's doing.
We're trying to figure this out. No, we aren't. He is. Should we maybe then just maybe sign off? So maybe this is a sign.
Yeah, I think this is telling us we probably should go eat dinner.
Save. Okay. So, those look like little bees. Hey, Air. Those look like little bees. Jail. You're not in jail. Hopefully we're not in jail. If you have... Roll Society is up. Okay, so, as soon as Kahuna can figure out what's going on, we will.
We're just
What's
gonna
it called?
We're just gonna raid.
We're gonna raid you over to rolls. Hey, wait though.
What?
He and I, the Kahunas, will be back on Friday
Yep, and I will be back on Sunday
to read.
Raid
Grammar
Roll
Jail.
Society Grammar Jail. I think that's a new one. I think we can have Grammar Jail.
Nah,
No?
I'm not that mean.
Okay. I have to spell Roll Society right.
You know what? I have to say, this has gotten more fun. I think it's more fun to stream when you're with another person.
Well, yeah.
We feed off each other, and we have good chemistry, and
even when they can't see us.
yes. Thank you guys for coming along with us for 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90 minutes now. And team streaming is easier. It is. So Kahuna will be back on Sunday at 4 Pacific for reading, the voice stuff.
And yes, Bob, you're right.
Oh, East Songbird 24601.
Now that you know what 24601 is.
Have fun with your lesson plans. I'm glad I don't have to write them anymore. Bye.
All right, guys.
We're gonna head off. We're gonna raid. Who are we raiding?
Roll Society.
We're raiding Roll Society, and I will see you guys all back on Friday.
Give them a big aloha. We're gonna go eat pseudo Chick-fil-A.
That's fine. Bug me on his Discord. I'll be there.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.